Hi everyone. Please, I enjoin you to take this broadcast as an emergency broadcast. So just a few days ago, I wrote a piece on the reemergence of the re-engineered Ebola disease, which has now shown up in DR Congo. I wrote that piece because, as my spirit always leads me, I saw a couple of dots that were very difficult for me to connect, and I decided to alert my people. And not surprisingly, but shockingly, a lot of people thought it was a conspiracy theory. Some even thought I was raising a false alarm. As always, the complacency thing with Nigerians, how they always love to play the ostrich. I'm already used to it. But it is such a terrible thing that our people don't know how to be proactive. We have resigned to the fate of being reactive all our lives, which is a dangerous place to be as a human being. So I wrote this thing. People didn't even care. But now, just few days after, only few days after, I read a Punch newspaper article today, and I see Nigerians freaking out and calling for the match that is scheduled to happen between DR Congo players and Nigerian Super Eagles to be cut off, to be cancelled rather. And I was like, okay, I wrote about this thing and nobody cared. Now they are beginning to get the message, right? My question is this. I always like to ask some important questions because, we have not forgotten Patrick Sawyer. Do you remember Patrick Sawyer, the Liberian guy who flew into Lagos and who is now being regarded as a bioterrorist, who intentionally came, according to report, to spread the Ebola disease and then die with many people. He didn't want to die alone. Now, my question is this. Why do we have these crazy coincidences that are just too good to be true, too good to be real? Okay, a match, a friendly or whatever they call it, has been scheduled between DR Congo players and the Super Eagles players, right, in Nigeria. And just right about time, just before that game takes off in Nigeria, Ebola breaks out all of a sudden in Congo. And just like they are still trying to check whether it's Ebola or not Ebola, before you know it, more deaths have been recorded. Before you know it, it's already an emergency situation. Before you know it, they've started administering vaccines. And the vaccines being administered just when it has become a major national emergency, it's at that time that the DR Congo players are going. By the time they come, I think it's on May 28th that the game is supposed to happen in Port Harcourt or somewhere, or Calabar. By the time they now come to Nigeria, the Ebola would have spread so far and wide in DR Congo, in such a way that when the people now come to Nigeria with their supporters club, nobody can deny the fact that maybe one or two persons have been smuggled in who were carrying Ebola. How can you guarantee us that all the people coming from Congo with their players are going to be free from Ebola? How can you guarantee us that another bioterrorist, another suicidal bioterrorist is not going to be smuggled in with the players to come to Nigeria with the sole intent of spreading this disease, so that they can prove to us that Ebola actually does kill and that it cannot be cured? The last time Nigeria cured Ebola, and I was telling my friend, I said, this is an affront on these guys. Okay, this is more like pointing a finger to their faces, telling them, you said it can't be cured, now we have cured it. They want to prove to us any demon that is in charge of manufacturing Ebola had already gone into their lab to re-engineer Ebola in a way that when it comes back to Nigeria, my brothers and my sisters, nobody will be able to contain this Ebola. I am telling you, look, the vaccination they are giving to them in DR Congo right now is actually experimental vaccine. They are using experimental vaccine on them. So quarantining the people is going to come into effect very soon. And when quarantine comes into the equation, that is when human extermination becomes a very common, possibility. You see what I'm talking about? So they now come and go to play in the south of Nigeria, and then they suddenly tell us that, oh, there was, we were expecting it, that's why we were prepared. And there was one guy who snuck in, and then he carried it and he touched another person. Before you know it, the whole south of Nigeria is quarantined, and they let you know that everywhere is infected. So we have to quarantine everybody. You will see activity will come to a permanent halt in the southeast and south of Nigeria. People are scared. My question to Amaju Pinnick: do you think that the health of Nigerians is not worth the cancellation of a match that is regarded as just a common friendly? If Nigerians are freaking out and worried that this thing might be a plan to bring Ebola into Nigeria, why can't you listen and pay attention? You see, this is where I have a problem with my fellow celebrities. When issues like this come up, please let us raise our voices. Let us join our own opinion into this thing. Let's talk and speak out. This thing is a very serious matter. If Ebola enters Nigeria again, mark my words, it will be so difficult for anybody to contain it. Why shouldn't we cancel the match? Let's cancel the match. Let's cancel this match. What is he going to put into the pockets of everybody? Is the match coming to increase our economy or whatever? Let them cancel the match until our brothers and sisters have been able to contain Ebola in their country. Let us give them whatever help we can from a distance. When they have contained it and we are sure that everything is okay, then they can come and play, or they can choose a neutral location to go and play there. Why would they come to Nigeria? This is, to me, a very, very serious danger, because the moment it happens, they will come and explain it away. We say no to the match between DR Congo and Nigeria. Anybody who agrees with me, please share this video and add your own voice. Let them cancel the match. The match is not adding anything to us. Will never add anything to us. Let's help our brothers to contain Ebola so that we too will not be victims. This is my own take, and I hope that other people will join their voices and also make their voices heard. God bless you.